On today's episode of the Cryptoverse, the Kraken exchange offers the opportunity to trade Bitcoin against Bitcoin Cash. It's very high risk, but it could be a way to profit from the upcoming Bitcoin hard fork. All of that coming up on today's episode of the Cryptoverse, so stay right there. Dash is the privacy-focused digital currency that offers transactions with instant confirmations. Its unique decentralized decision-making and self-funding system make it an ideal choice as a stable and secure digital cash. Click the link in the video description to learn more. Hi there guys, welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse, your regular dose of news and commentary on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. I'm your host, Chris Coney, the founder of Cryptoversity, the online school where you can learn about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and blockchains. Find out more at cryptoversity.com. So let's begin with a Segwit update. We are officially in a new lock-in period for BIP 141, also known as segregated witness. So this new lock-in period, as we can see from Coindance, it will last 2016 blocks, and it requires 1,916 of them to signal for Segwit for lock-in to occur. And like I said yesterday, because BIP 91 is now active, all blocks have to signal for Segwit, so it's no surprise that so far in this lock-in period, we have mined 137 blocks, and 100% of them have signaled for Segwit. So that means we've just 1,897 Segwit blocks to go, and then we will have lock-in. So on that basis, lock-in is expected to happen on Tuesday, the 8th of August at around 5:30 a.m. That's GMT. And then 2 weeks after that, approximately the 22nd of August, Segwit will officially activate, meaning that Segwit transactions will be legal on the network from then onwards. Now, Segwit is not going to activate or even get a chance to lock in before Bitcoin Cash launches, because that's happening on the 1st of August. But that shouldn't cause any problems as long as, no miners decide to jump ship all of a sudden. And just while we're on the subject, for all of the people who said that my episode about Bitcoin Cash, throwing a grenade in the middle of Segwit 2x, may I just point your attention to this post right here. This comes from the Shapeshift blog, and it says they will be turning off their system entirely on the 31st of July. So that means they're not just removing support for Bitcoin trades, they're turning off all trading until they have confidence that the hard fork has a definitive conclusion. And then they say they'll consider resuming service, which might take hours, days, or even weeks. It says it right there in the article. So anyone who accuses me of instilling uncertainty, well, that's because the situation is uncertain, right? I'm just reporting the facts. Listen to Jim Rohn when he said, quote, "Ignorance is not bliss," close quote. So that's the Segwit update for today. Moving on from there. Kraken announces that it will allow Bitcoin Cash trading. And now this comes from their blog. Here's the article. It says Bitcoin Cash on a critical alert for Bitcoin margin traders. So tons of people have been asking me how they can profit from the upcoming hard fork, and I've refused to give any advice on this up until now because I lacked a simple way to do it. Well, this may be a simple way to do it. Kraken say in this post that any Bitcoin that is deposited with them when the fork happens will get an equal amount of Bitcoin Cash. But not only that, they're going to allow the two Bitcoins to be traded against each other. Now that basically means that you can put your money behind the version of Bitcoin that you support. So if you support Bitcoin, then you would exchange your newly acquired Bitcoin Cash for Bitcoin. And if you wanted to support Bitcoin Cash, then you would exchange your Bitcoin for even more Bitcoin Cash. And you'll be able to do all of this simply by using the market that Kraken are going to create that trades the two against each other. Having said that, Kraken do say that they're going to halt deposits from the 1st of August. So you would have had to deposit your Bitcoin with them before that date. Now, while they are halting deposits during the forking situation, trading inside the Kraken exchange is going to be allowed to continue. That's how this is possible. And this is because all of those trades inside the Kraken exchange happen off-chain, right? So therefore it's safe to trade inside Kraken, and it's away from the technical aspects of the fork itself. Now the prices are going to go wild, right? But that's because of human trading activity, not because of the technical activity of the fork itself. Now I have a Kraken account, so I'm probably going to have a bit of fun with this, to be honest. But I'm only going to do it with a very small amount of money, right? I'm talking about this simply to inform you, but I do not recommend it. It's very high risk, so you must proceed with caution. The best advice for the vast majority of people is just to stick with the advice I've already given, which is get your coins in a wallet that you control the keys to, and then just sit on it until the situation resolves. That's the best and the safest approach for 99% of people, right? So people have been asking me, can I keep it on Coinbase? Can I just no, not on any exchanges, right? And that counters what I've just said, which is why I'm saying only for that 1% of people who are willing to take very high risks will do anything with the information I just gave you. For the vast majority of people, you must take it off the exchange and have it in your own wallet. That's the only real way to be safe. Do anything else other than that and you are putting your money at risk. Now I'm thinking about doing a live stream on Tuesday where I basically cover the hard fork live as it happens. So if you want to see this video, if you want me to do this live stream, then hit the like button on this video and leave me a comment below letting me know. Alrighty then, that's all for this episode of the Cryptoverse news and commentary show. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, get subscribed. And if you would like access to my structured courses on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains, check out cryptoversity.com. Alright, that's all for today, guys. I'll be back on Monday with another edition of the Cryptoverse Market Roundup and another edition of this news and commentary show. So until then, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.